Good morning and welcome back to my page, crafty friends. I am here today with a 12 by 12 single page layout. I'm going to be doing an Easter bunny layout. I'm just trying to make sure that you guys can see my entire page. So what I have here is a 11.5 by 11.5 piece of printed paper. I got the open cardstock from Joann's. And I'm going to take this green on green striped paper and attach it. And what this page is for is when my youngest was 2, I took her and her siblings to see the Easter Bunny. And she pretty much freaked out and proceeded to kick the poor bunny with her cowgirl boots in the shins. So that was the last time we went to go see the Easter Bunny. Okay. And what I cut out the grass with is just a bunch of scraps. So some of them don't go all the way across. Some of them are a little smaller than others, but that's okay because we're gonna make it work. Okay. Then I have this little house, and I did my cutouts very cartoonish like, just because we went to see the Easter Bunny. So you can see I used a bunny rabbit paper to make part of the house. I'm just going to try and figure out if I want this underneath this grass or on top. And I think I'm going to do it underneath. And I bought some new glue. I really love the tip of the glue, but it kind of warps the paper a little bit. So I feel like I need to put a lot of my ATG on here to make sure that it kind of flattens out. Oh. And before I put this house down, I actually have a tree that I want to put down. Okay, so this tree is going to hang off the side a little bit. It's going to go quite like that. So this is the new glue I got. I'm going to go ahead and attach this. Let me see which side. Okay. I'm just going to kind of throw glue on this, I know. And I can go back in and reapply glue as need be, but it's going to be behind that house that you just saw, so I'm not too worried about it. It's going to go quite like that. And then now I'm going to put my little cottage down. If I can get it under the grass. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply glue just a little bit to these ones that are sticking up. This glue here, also it takes a little bit for it to adhere. It doesn't just adhere right away. So not the greatest, but it works. Okay, then I have my white picket fence, and I already attached the grass to it because I didn't quite know where to put it. So if I attach the grass, I can get it to fit properly. But this is cut at 11.5 by 1.5 inches. And I'm just going to line this up with the bottom and the right side here. And this just is going to have to sit here for a second so it can adhere. Okay. You can tell everything's a little warped up, but once I get in my page protector, it won't be quite so wobbly. Okay, next I have, part of my reach, this sun, and I'm just going to put the sun right up here in the corner. And then come back down here. I found that once this glue is on for a little bit, then it starts adhering a little better. So just go back over that. And then I'm going to bring in, let me move this out of the way, my straight edge cutter. And I'm just going to cut off some of the edges of this, as well as just a little bit of the paper, because I don't know if you saw, let me show you. It just wasn't quite lining up here, so I'm just going to cut off just a hair of that. So my paper will end up being less, just slightly less than 11.5 by 11.5. Okay. There we go. Next I have my Easter bunny. The chair is from a visiting Santa Claus die cut, and so I just replaced the Santa Claus with an Easter bunny. I used my Peachy Keen Critter Faces stamp set for the face. And I popped up my bunny on 1 thickness of foam tape. I'm just going to stick my bunny right here. Okay. Then I have this photo mat, and it's going to go right here, overlapping the sun slightly. Now, like I said, excuse me, I've had a cold and so I got a little bit of a rough voice. Like I said, my daughter completely freaked out, and so I didn't buy a picture. I'll show you here. You can see her feet are just wailing on that poor bunny. She had to move her legs apart. So they just gave me this sample picture. I was actually trying to run away because I was so embarrassed. And they're like, ma'am, ma'am, and they gave me this little sample picture. So that's gonna go right here. But since the picture's already down, I'm not gonna attach it until I get off camera. Okay, next I have these clouds, and these I cut out with my Cuddle Bug using a couple of metal plate dies. And then I ran it through an embossing folder to give the clouds a little bit of oomph. And this is just gonna go right here. And then I have another one. Oops, I'm running out of tape. And this is going to go behind. Just like that. Okay. Then I have some eggs, if I can pick them up. And these eggs came from the journaling card out of an Easter pack. So I just fussy cut them out. Let me get another. Okay. And these eggs are going to go right down here. So you can tell that where the blue paper was showing, you can no longer see. Actually, I think I'm going to put this one behind the grass, if I can, and this one in front. Okay, so there's a couple eggs there hiding, and then two more, and this one's just going to go right here. And this one right over here. Alright, so that is just a quick 12 by 12 Easter Bunny layout. Oh, and I haven't done a video in a long time, can you guys tell? And then I'm going to attach this on top of a 12 by 12 craft cardstock. And because I cut this down even more, gotta make sure I get it equal on all sides. So, a little bit. Alright, so there's my layout, and hopefully I can get back in the swing of things and see you guys back here again real soon.